I'm tired. I am tired of Comtuos giving us shit after shit after shit. Comtuos has not given us a good Hall of Heroes,
not including the anniversary Hall of Heroes,
since November of 2016. Next thing you know, Comtuos is going to give us a first Nat 5 Hall of Heroes, and it'll be something like this guy. But now, Comtuos, I'm giving you one last chance. One last chance to not disappoint me, to make me excited for a Hall of Heroes. This is Dark Month, and there are so many Dark Nat 4s that I would love to have. Monsters like Icarus, Leebly, Frigate, Hrungnir, or even Faye Comtuos. I'll take a Faye from you guys. Okay, so I'll actually get into the video now. What's up guys, it's Lightsparrow here, and today I'm bringing you guys my prediction for the March 2018 Hall of Heroes. This month is going to be a Dark Hall of Heroes, so my last chance for the next 3 months to actually hopefully get something good from this Hall of Heroes. Right here, I've actually been able to fit all of the Dark Nat 4s on the screen. It's everything from the Kamiya in the top left, all the way down to the Dice Magician in the bottom left. So since Comtuos has given us pretty much every bad Dark monster there is to give, there's actually a pretty good chance we're going to get something decent here. Now the rules for Hall of Heroes, for those of you that aren't familiar with it, I'll go through them really quick. The rules are, they've got to be Nat 4s. They cannot be fusible, which doesn't really matter for light dark because there's no fusible dark Nat 4s. They cannot have Nat 3 counterparts. And the final rule is that they cannot be repeated unless it's an anniversary Hall of Heroes. In that case, every anniversary Hall of Heroes is a repeated Hall of Heroes monster. So that being said, here are the monsters that are available for me to pick from. So first, I'm just going to do a little honorable mention, which normally these honorable mentions are monsters that are pretty much just awful, and I just put them in there because Comtuos loves to throw in the worst monsters for the Hall of Heroes. So I've got Corona for this honorable mention. There's honestly a very good chance it's going to be Corona because he's not very good. First skill, same as all the Brownie Magicians, he can Violent proc. Second skill, AoE attack buff, crit rate buff, same as Aquila. And then his third skill is actually pretty interesting, but I don't find it as too useful. So basically, it kind of does a Tiana kind of thing where he strips the enemies and he takes their debuffs away, but for everything that he strips, debuffs and buffs, they get slept for that number of turns. Now at first glance that actually might seem kind of good, but there is some flaws with it. So the main flaw is, where does this sound good? This sounds like it might be kind of okay in RTA sometimes, as well as TOA. Well, for any of you who have ever tried TOA with a sleep team, you'll know that multi-turn sleep is pretty useless because dots will awaken monsters out of multi-turn sleep. So you could have a 5-turn sleep on them and a 1-turn dot, and as soon as the dot goes off, all 5 turns of sleep go off. So that basically makes it so he's useless in TOA unless you want to use single target dots all the way through, which is not worth it. So why would he not work in RTA, you might ask? Well, he just doesn't do a lot. The strip is not a 100% chance to land, and when stuff is not a 100% chance to activate in this game, they're really unreliable, and the cooldown is too high for him to really be a super good monster. He's not a budget Hathaway. So now that we got that out of the way, now I'll get into my official guess. So I've been calculating this guess for months and months, calculating the probabilities, including relativistic effects. The works of Newton, Einstein, Euler, they've all gone into this calculation. And after months and months of precise research, I have finally determined that Ashubel will be our Hall of Heroes for the month. Ashubel has a kind of similar role to what the Corona has. So first of all, he's got this fantastic dungeon speed leader skill. He's got this brilliant first skill that gives the crit rate buff. The Turbulence, 3-turn reusable. It's like a single target absolute zero that doesn't stun. So what is Ashubel's kit for those that are wondering? No one cares about the first skill. Second skill is actually improved from Beretta's because he actually gives himself 50% attack bar as well, 3 turn cooldown when it's maxed. Overall, I mean, it's not a crazy skill by any means when you consider Varad has a 4 turn cooldown on absolute 0. And then the final skill, this will go down to 5 turn cooldown when it's maxed, so it'll actually be somewhat usable. AoE 2 turns. Like I said with the Corona, sleep, not very good in TOA, not good in dungeons. Basically, it can be useful in RTA if you make a sleep team around it. What makes him better than the Corona? Well, he's not that much better than the Corona if I'm being honest, but it is a 100% chance to sleep at least. And at least his first 2 skills can pretend that they're doing something. Okay, let's be real. The first skill isn't pretending to do anything, but at least the second skill does something. This guy is nothing crazy, and if we got him, then I would not be praising Comtuous at all. It's pretty much what I would expect. But you never know. Maybe this guy will be our Hall of Heroes. Or maybe this guy. Or even this guy.
Prove me wrong, Comtuous.